You guys want to know how to run this snorkel, so I'm gonna give y'all guys an in-depth video on how to do everything. First, you take your gas tank and your seat off. You 100% should have your crankcase breather ran into your airbox. All right, you got your snorkel pipe right there. You got it ran out and up. Couple couplings. I had to redo it to make center snorkel and run it up just like that. You got your main carb vent line. This needs to vent, so you need to run it up. All right, then you got your little bowl, whatever thing. I have that plugged off. You can't really see, but I've got it plugged off. That does not need to vent. Bowl overflow. This is plugged off and ran down. So if your bike floods and doesn't start, or you sink it, you pull that little drain plug out of there and your bike will start back up. Also, if your throttle gets stuck underwater, take this cover off, spray it out with carb cleaner, and pack it full of dielectric grease or WD-40. And also up here, take this off, put a seal around it or silicone, whatever, and fill that completely full of WD-40 also. And this piece right here, this needs to be in there or full of silicone. Do not leave this open or your bike will not run underwater. All right, we're done with the carburetor. You got your vent line. Run it up away from your exhaust. So I have it ran up right back through there. You can't really see it. Right there, away from my exhaust. It will melt. Run it through there, then run it up alongside your frame and through here, and then run it up. Now onto the front diff. You got that ran up. I'd put a zip tie on it. Run it up through there and run it up your snorkel. Then your transfer case, you want to have this vented no matter what, and make sure there's always fluid in here. So run it up alongside, run it up your snorkel. All right, pull your spark plug boot off. Make sure it's tight around this wire, like twist it. Pack it completely full of dielectric grease till it's coming out, and then stick it on there and make sure it's tight. Make sure everything in your battery box is dielectric greased. Make sure your CDI boxes, you either have one or two depending on the year, but make sure those are packed full of dielectric grease also. And if you're doing deep water riding like we are, make sure you check your oil, diffs, transfer cases. You also want to make sure you have a good seal around your gas cap and turn it off when you go over your gas tank, and also make sure you have a good layer around your airbox lid full of dielectric grease.